right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Royce, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Rich Walsh, Chris Mueller will join me in just a matter of moments. And guess what? We're going to be talking about the backyard brawl we haven't seen 15 years. Pitt, West Virginia, tomorrow night. One more sleep, Chris, and then we could see the Panthers and the Mountaineers face off again since that last meeting in 2007. In case you forgot, I'll remind you, 13-9 Panthers in that one.
Yeah, Richie, I'm wearing Mr. October, as you can see on my shirt today. Pitt has to hope that Keaton Slovis is Mr. September and Mr. hits the ground running. I think it's so fascinating that you get this rivalry game to start the season instead of one of the usual cupcakes that most big conference schools play. I think that really puts coaching at the center of this, too. Coaching and quarterback play. JT Daniels for West Virginia and Slovis for Pitt. Either team comes out really sluggish, I think it's going to be a potential death knell for them. And I know Pitt is ranked inside the top 20, and West Virginia's got some major questions, but this is only about a 7.5-point spread, so that obviously we know anything can happen. But bigger picture here, Richie, you say one more sleep. Isn't it nice that for the first time since 2011 we have a game like this, a rivalry game, maybe the rivalry game for some Pitt fans who moved on from Penn State? You actually get to get excited about this. It's not ginning up, hey, I care about Miami or Virginia Tech. It's West Virginia. You care about this game because you always have. That's the most exciting part for me.
Well, I haven't moved on from Penn State. I would still like to see the Panthers and Penn State play every year, but they have West Virginia. This is a good rivalry. You can feel the energy in the city. I mean, I'm sure that place is going to be packed. I actually heard that they could be pushing 70,000 for this game. I know a ton of people that are going. I remember the last time these two teams played, and, you know, I'm with you a little bit, though. I'm optimistic that the Panthers can win this game, but what worries me, new quarterback, new coordinator. This offense is not as dynamic as it was last year, so it's going to be hard to maybe come back and put a ton of points on the board.
Well, I don't know if we know yet if it's going to be as dynamic. I understand.
They've already said that they're going to be a running. They're going to be a running team.
We'll see about that. Pat Narduzzi talked about wanting to run the ball more last year, even though they already did. Like when he was disparaging Whipple and talking about the way that offense went, even though it went well with Pickett. I mean, if they can't run the ball, or they don't run it as well as they'd like, they're going to put it in the air with Slovis because that guy at USC as a freshman looked every bit like the real deal. So if you have somebody who's a weapon, use him. Mumpfield, the kid from Akron, I think he could be a real find in the transfer portal. I get why you say Pickett's gone, Whipple's gone, Addison's gone. It's not going to be as dynamic, but I have some excitement that this might be one of those situations where we see some guys make a name for themselves. Who knew who Jordan Addison was a couple of years ago? Seriously. Nobody did. No. He was a guy that you had heard some good things about, and then he exploded. So I think that possibility exists with some of the talent that Pitt has.